Okay, so today before I start the blog, I want to take a moment to do this video and I want to talk to you about quitting. Quitting, Quitting. And here's the advice that I want to give you. Don't quit. And I know that sounds so common sense, but there are some of us out there, or there are some people out there who immediately think that because you failed, it's time to quit. Let me tell you something. There are plenty of businesses or entities or people that I could point out to you that if they would have taken that route, you would not be enjoying the things that you enjoy today. I can go with Microsoft Windows with Bill Gates. I can go with Apple. I can go with so many other companies that have gone through 15, 20, 25, 30 versions of the very same thing that they always do. And they got it wrong the first time, but then they did it again, and they did it again, and they finally made it to what they needed to do. So my advice to you is, I've heard this from a lot of people, and it's actually, a lot of times we get discouraged over our failures. We get discouraged over our things that we do that we are really not good at. But you know what? There's a saying that says that practice makes perfect. So I know that if you are going through certain situations, then you might be thinking, yeah, dude, but do I need to continually suffer this way? I don't mean to bust your bubble, but this creates perseverance, and it also creates endurance, and it also creates motivation, and it also creates so many things. So if you're in one of those places where it just feels like this is enough, like you've had it, listen, I can tell you stories about my enough and my I've had it, but all I want to tell you today is stick through it, stick with it, and you will make it. You will make it. But here's the advice for today. Don't quit. Okay, so I want to show you my garage because it's a little bit of a mess. It's usually organized. I have shelves and I have it all organized. I've been working on this area, so those little plastic tubs are out. Over here, I've just been collecting stuff. And over here, I've been cleaning out my car. It's just tools and things, and not that this was all in my car, but I just want to show you this because I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to show you in a later video what all of this ended up looking like. Hello, we are backseat riders today. All three of us are in the backseat. We are headed to Kaufman, Texas. Forney, Texas, for a meeting. So the kids brought their lunch treat, and Brianna already ate hers. Capri Sun. So I'm going to a meeting. They're probably going to end up playing in the playground or something. So. Kaufman, Texas, and we are at the church. Here it is. We'll see how it goes. They've made some nice little details here, like working with this. Freshly painted, nice little porch. I don't know if the wind is making too much noise on the camera, but sorry if it is. There's a storm coming. There's a storm coming that way, and it looks like it's gonna rain pretty heavy. saw that other church. Have a good one. Great meeting, great guys, great remodel on the church. It's really nice. So now we're going to talk with our church, and they're going to talk with their church, and then we're going to come up with a plan. And they're very open to doing it. They don't have a plan for a Spanish congregation, so we're praying and hoping that it all works out. It is raining fat drops of water. This fat.
There was one that hit me right here.
The hit you and it's just like.
He won't
Nah,
share
that's the problem.
it. He won't share it.
Well, he can't. You would have to ask Mama to see. Gosh, guys, this is amazing. Look at the sky today. Can you tell me of any other God that could come up with something like this? Look at that. Look at this. The beauty of the blue sky and the gray sky and then the orange sky from the sunset. I mean, I don't know where else you can come up with something like this. And it is just, I mean, I think the camera doesn't even do justice to, especially because it's such a far away. But look at this. Beautiful skies, beautiful skyline, and this is just pretty amazing. There it goes. I think that looks a whole lot better. Look at that. Ah, beautiful. Kayla's gonna play some basketball on a broken hoop. This has made him get a whole lot better because he's got to aim straight for the hoop instead of the backboard. getting dark already, but we are the lucky ones in the block that every time that it goes dark, we have a light, city light that comes on. So even if it goes dark, we're lit up. Not the way you think about being lit up. I'm talking about we have a light. We're lit up. Not that kind of lit up. Okay, so the kids are playing around and then they decide to, Caleb lost, so Brianna gets to write something on his bag, so she drew something on him and I said, clean it up, that doesn't look good. That's why I asked her to erase it. Bad girl. Don't say that about your brother. Okay. Bad girl.
He wrote jerk. I don't know if I spelled it right, but